Very good evening to one and all gathered here. At the outset, I would like to thank the Almighty and the Director of Public Health and the organizing committee and our registrar from Tamil Nadu, Dr. M. Tamil Nadu Nurses and Midwives Council for giving this opportunity. So my topic is on overview of nutrition. So many of you are here, presented here are professionals. You all know what is nutrition and what is balanced diet. And if you are not taking a balanced diet, what will happen? Nutrition is a process that happens in our body after consuming the food. The proper nutrition can take place when there is a balanced diet in our menu. So we should know what is a balanced diet. Of course, it includes all your carbohydrate, fat, nutrition, vitamins and minerals. But are we taking in good proportion? This, if we can recollect our food pyramid, we'll know we are taking in a correct proportions or not. All this fat, 10% and 15% of your this alphabets like fat and the meat, the sugar and sugar products, vegetables and fruits, as well as cereals and millets. So all these things should be there in our menu in a correct proportions. Then only we can say it is of a balanced diet. So it is important not only for our children, for everybody that we have to have a balance, we should have a balanced diet in order to maintain a good health. So, but nowadays, in the past-facing world, even the health professionals, we are not bothering about what we are eating because we are more addicted, or we are more, because of lack of time or work pressure, whatever it is, we are going and eating for the fast food as well as the junk foods. So why is it important that we have to have a balanced diet? Because to avoid the deficiency disease that is of a micro deficiency disease, and to avoid toxicity of nutrition that is of overnutrition, and to avoid wasting of muscles that is of undernutrition. So the picture depicts that what we eat, what you are. Like if you are a normal person, if you are eating what you need is you are a normal person, you are fit. We can call we are a fit. And if you are eating what is less than what we need, then we become an underweight. And if you are eating more than what you need, it become a overweight. And the consequences of triple burden of nutritional disorders, mainly, it's already Madam Dr. Geeta Rani has spoken about this. We have a undernutrition, that is stunting and wasting, hidden hunger, that is otherwise called as micronutrient deficiencies, and overnutrition, that is your overweight and obesity. So the incidence of this malnutrition, if we take, that is in the 2016 to 17, about 155 millions were in a worldwide were child stunting, and 52 million were in the worldwide were child wasting, and 47 million children were overweight, and 2 billion people were the adult become overweight and obesity. And this, of course, already Dr. Geeta Rani has spoken about this. So this is the incidents which is taking place all over the country. Which are the countries we are having this burden of malnutrition? Stunting alone, around 72 countries are having this burden of malnutrition, and 38% are having both stunting as well as anemia. And anemia alone, around 122 countries are having this problem, and overweight around 95 countries. And countries with double burden, like this stunting and overweight, is of 4. And the center one is depicting that all the 3 burden disorders. So what are the causes for malnutrition when we say means? Mainly, there are some personal factors also included in this. That is one is of a personal factor, that is taste and flavor of food. Of course, when it is of a raw vegetables, or if you are just boil and eat the vegetables, we are not liking it. From the starting of from the child as well as the adult also, we need some taste and the color, so we are adding some flavors, so which has a chemical properties which leads to a malnutrition. Then culturals and religious background, some culture and religious, they are not taking a avoiding, they are not taking a non-vegetarians, or they are not taking onion or garlic, like that kind of a things also there, which also leads to a malnutrition. And socio-economic factors, when you are saying, means the cost and availability of the food. So cost, when you are saying, means if the nuts and good nuts and all nuts and meats are there, means only the middle class or higher people can afford to eat those things regularly. And the same way availability. Or some regions the foods we are getting the foods. Some regions we won't get this. Then health factors, when you are saying, means infections and chronic illness. Then food taboos, of course, if you are eating papaya, it leads to abortion. So we are avoiding this thing also. So the other factors which influence your malnutrition, when you are saying, means insufficient agricultural productions. So this insufficient agricultural production, when you are saying, means nowadays many fertile lands has become plots and flats. So we are not having a sufficient place to even to grow the paddies or whatever things we are having it. So that leads to a insufficient agricultural productions. And poverty, it is again a vicious cycle. Some are afford to buy things and some are unable to afford. Then imbalanced eating eating habits. So imbalanced eating habits, when you are saying, means nowadays it is mainly occur in the IT peoples and the people who are working as a shift people. So they are not eating their food in a correct time, and as well as balanced diet also. So then irregular meals for the child. Then community depends on assistance. Community depends on assistance, when you are saying, means some through midday meal program or other programs, schemes which are given in the government, it is not reached to every population. Then low attendance on health centers also. So who are all at risk for this malnutrition, when you are saying, means mainly children, pregnant women, the elderly, and individuals with chronic illness. And especially malnourished is more in women in India. The reason is because, I would like to say my personal thing. A few months back, we had a construction work at home. So the construction labor was a lady who came, and she used to eat her lunch every day. So first day when she was eating, she ate only white rice with a pickle. The next day also she was eating the same thing. So I was wondering, what is this? She's eating only that white rice and pickle or tuvel or whatever it is. Then I was about to ask, but I was hesitated, because if I asked, she may feel bad. Then the next day also she was eating the same thing. Then I asked, why are you not cooking food at home? Every day you are bringing only these kind of food. Then she said, no, it is not like that. My children used to eat food in the school, and my husband used to have a lunch in the company itself. They are providing a food in the company, so he has food in the company itself, and only me, I have to cook. So whatever I am eating in the night, it is remaining thing, I am bringing it every day. So that's the reason the women in India, having 50% of the women in India are not having a consume foods like, for example, only 47% of women are having only green leafy vegetables, and for in a day, in a week or a day. Then 45% of the women are having only pulses every day, and 46% of the women are having only fruits and vegetables once in a week. Same way, they consume meat. 30% of the women consumes meat and fish or eggs every day. So the cycle of undernutrition, when you are saying, means it is a vicious cycle again. Adult men and women, if they are having a poor health or poor productivity in the workforce, that leads, that same person is giving if it is of a pregnant woman, she gives birth to a lower weight gain, and which causes an increased mortality also. And she gives birth to an infant which is also become a low birth weight and high mortality rate and impaired mental development and increased risk of adult chronic disease. So this is again because of inadequate food and health care, prone to exposed to a frequent infections, which leads to when the infant is growing to as a child, so the child becomes a stunted growth or impaired immunity and reduced mental capacity. Then again, the same child has become an adolescent, he become a stunted growth and decreased physical capacity. So it is mainly because of the inadequate food and healthcare, as well as because of that inadequacy, they are prone to exposed to frequent infections also. So what are the symptoms of malnutrition when you are saying means? Difficulty in concentrating or confusions, and weight loss, fatigue and weakness, reduced muscle mass, impaired immune functions, delayed wound healing, and lethargy and apathy. So the first one is of overnutrition. So overnutrition when you are saying means if an adult man is above 60 kg, 60 kg is normal. If it is above, then it becomes a overnutrition. For a female, it is of a 50 kg. Then whether we are normal weight or not, according to our age, we have to calculate by the BMI. Of course, you all very well know about it. So normal BMI value is 18 to 24. So if it is of overweight, let us, if the BMI is less than 18, it becomes an underweight. If it is 18 to 24.9, it is a normal. And if it is 25 to 29.9, it is overweight. And if it is 30 to 34.9, it is obese. And if it is above 35, it becomes extremely obese. So what are the causes for weight or obesity? When you are saying means, first thing is inactive. That is, we are eating, but we are not doing, burning the calories what we are eating is. We are just eating and simply sitting in the thing. Like all the people who are doing sedentary work or the IT peoples, all these people are prone to become like this. Then overeating and the sweetened drinks. This overeating and sweetened drinks when you are saying means, all these are processed food, tin foods. So, and same way overeating mainly of your junk foods, that is food, we have become a food addictions. So these foods are becoming they are activating our reward system in the brain. So we are unable to resist, we are unable to control, we are keep on eating this, then it become a overweight. Then medications when you are saying means mainly of your steroids, antidepressants and other drugs also may lead to become obesity. Then gut hormones mainly of your growth hormones as well as thyroid hormones as well as your insulin also will lead to things. Then smoking. So smoking when you are saying means mainly this smoking causes the fat to be distributed in our body mainly on your waist side. Then genetics, then again lack of sleep. So lack of sleep when you are saying means mainly during our sleep there are two hormones which is producing in our body, there is ghrelin and leptin. So these actually activate our appetite, and because of that we are eating extra foods. That becomes a overeating which leads to a overweight. The grades of obesity when you are saying means there are 3 grades, grade 1, grade 2 and grade 3. So grade 1 when you are saying means when your BMI is 25 to 29 and when the BMI falls into 30 to 40, it is a grade 2 obesity, and if the BMI is more than 40, it is a grade 3 obesity. And types of obesity when you are saying means if you are overeating and sugary foods and you are not very inactive, then it becomes your full upper body fat forms. Then if the lower abdominal fat means it is due to because of stress, depressions, lack of sleep and anxiety, it causes a lower abdominal fat. And excess gluten in the diet like bread, whole grain or parota or whatever products has been prepared in maida, then it causes a lower body fat. and excessive alcohol consumption or difficulty of breathing. So excessive alcohol consumptions, when you are saying, means mainly when you are taking an alcohol, it is actually we are become a craving for appetite, craving for all salted and greasy foods, and also it increase your appetite. Thereby it causes obesity. Then large stomach with upper back, that is mainly because of the inactivity. So incidence of obesity, that is by 2030, the worldwide, around the age between 5 to 19, if you say, 158 million of people had obesity in 2020, and it has been increased to 206 million in 2025, and it's going to become 254 million in 2030. And same way, if you compare India and world, it has been progressively increased only. The obesity incidence rate has been progressively increased. So what are the other things? That is NCDs, non-communicable disease, as linked to overnutrition, when you are saying, means mainly type 2 diabetes, dyslipidemia, cancer risk, mood disorders, heart disease, reproductive disorders, liver disease, and hypertension. How we can prevent this obesity? Mainly by avoiding stress, eat healthy, and stop fast food, and get rid of our bad habits, then exercise, and then avoid watching TV. So what is underweight? Of course, I would like to skip off because already Madam Geetarani has explained about this. The last one is of your hidden hunger or micronutrient deficiency. So micronutrient deficiency is lack of vitamins and minerals in our body. So mainly vitamin A, iodine, and iron, zinc, and folate. So how we can combat this hidden hunger? Mainly by diversified diet. Diversified diet, when you are saying, means along with the rice, we have to include the staple meat, fish, or vegetables in our food. So that should be in a more natural way. And food fortifications, when you are saying, it is a processed food. So commercially, it is available like Complan or Boost or whatever the things available in the market. That is all fortified with all these micronutrients. So then the food supplements, like the other food supplements like iron supplements or vitamin A solutions, all these are available in the PHC level also. Then genetic and biofortifications, when you are saying, means this biofortification is nothing but your selective breeding and genetic modifications which we are doing it. So selective breeding mainly to attract the people when it is a human tendency, when we are seeing the vegetable, if it is fresh, we are thinking it is directly from the farm. But it is not like that. It is in order to add the color, they are doing this selective breeding. Then we have genetic modifications. So this is actually we have genetic modifications which we are doing. We are mainly of a hybrid variety of food. So how we can prevent this malnutrition? By promoting a balanced and diverse diet, improving access to the nutritious diet, and addressing the socio-economic status, and providing education on right nutrition and hygienic practice. And public health interventions, policies are having a crucial role in the prevention of the thing. So what India is taking a measure to reduce this malnutrition, mainly ANC coverage, that is antenatal coverage, iron and folic acid supplements, institutional delivery, early and exclusive breastfeeding, timely and age-appropriate complementary feeding, and complete immunizations. Then the UNICEF initiative to reduce this malnutrition, when you are saying, means growth monitoring, oral dehydrations for diarrheal disease, breastfeeding, immunizations, food fortifications, then female literacy, then fertility regulations. So if you say in the government of Tamil Nadu, the schemes which has been launched by our Honorable Chief Minister in 2022, that he has introduced this breakfast system for the school children, mainly to combat this micronutrient deficiency. So each day, if you see, their meals will be included all kind of pulses, cereals, and every other nutrients also. So it has been appreciated by many people. Even the other state has been adapted to this system. Mainly the Telangana state also adapted to this breakfast system, and they have introduced in 2023 this breakfast system, giving for Here we are giving the children for a primary school children, but in Telangana it is up to 10th standard they are giving this. And the latest one in the Tamil Nadu thing is, it's not only for the government students, even for the government aided schools they are going to implement this program. And the schemes by the government of India, when you are saying, means PM Poshan Shakti Nirman scheme. So in this, under this scheme, by 2024 March, they have made a score, index score of zero hunger. They have kept 22 to 84 as a things value index score. So out of this, among the union territory, the Puducherry has the highest score of 84, and among the state, Kerala is the forerunner of this score of 84. And other than this, we have even a national food security missions. So under this scheme, they are doing this fortification. They are giving a training to the agriculturals, like because we saw in the cost, the land agricultural production is less. So within short duration, high yielding of food. So those kind of training and all they are giving to the agricultural people. Thereby they are improving the production of food products also. Then the other one is rice fortification in India. So this is mainly mixing a rice with vitamin and minerals. So this has been given from since 2019 to 20, and up to March 24, the statistics shows that around 406 lakhs metric tons of fortified rice has been distributed through public distributed system. So this Rashtriya Poshan Ma has been celebrated in our country in the month of September, and through this they are tracking the people through mobile app also. So to conclude that to eat is a necessity, but to eat intelligently is an art. So our God, when created the world, He has given everything in a good way, and He has given the authority to the human being to rule the earth. But as a human beings, we have adulterated and corrupted in everything, even the food which we are eating it. So it is our responsibility to combat or to overcome this nutritional disorders. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, Dr. Mary Reeta. That's an excellent comprehensive thing from malnutrition to overnutrition and the various programs. Comprehensively, you covered everything. And important thing is, okay. So you covered everything very comprehensively. It was very good. And as a nursing principle, we also have to say certain other things. For example, if you use substance use for obesity, the same is there for malnutrition also. It's not only for the person, for the family. So, and the knowledge of the food, that also needs to be given.
That actually when the students are posted in the community, along with the primary health center people, they are doing all this project, and even we are conducting obesity clinics in the college, like every time, whatever the day, special days are coming, we are conducting this
Exactly,
thing also,
advocacy, that is the way to go about. That was very comprehensive, very nice, madam.
Yes.
Any questions from the audience, please? Okay, towards the end of the day, I think. Very good, madam.
Thank you, sir.
1 minute.
Thanks for deepening our understanding, ma'am. We request Mrs. Sumati, JD SBHI, to felicitate Dr. Mary Reeta.